Hello guys, welcome back to another Dungeon Quest video. This is going to be episode 12, and last episode we hit level 90, so we can now do Samurai Palace, but the sad thing is we're going to have to, get rid of all this warrior gear, so anyways, since we're level 90, we can check our daily and hopefully we get some good mage stuff for Samurai. Because the only good things that we have for mage are the Phoenix Greatstaff and this Time Lost Mage Helmet. So I'm really hoping to get some better mage armor or a decent weapon. We got a full mage set. I mean, it is better than what we are working with right now. So since we got 77 million gold, we can just max this out. Okay, that takes a lot of cash. And then we'll spend the rest of this on this Phoenix Greatstaff, and it's almost halfway max. Anyways, the armor that the Samurai Mage armor we've upgraded is better than our old armor, so I'm gonna reset that. Okay. We also got our Phantom Flames right here. We also got a lot of HP, so I'm probably gonna reset my stats. I need to sell all the stuff I do not need for this dungeon, I will keep the warrior gear in case, but I'll sell all of these weapons that I do not need. Okay, 2 million, that should be enough to reset our stats. So I'm gonna go for around 60, maybe 70k HP. I'll go 65k HP. Then I'll put the rest onto spell power. So we're gonna test Samurai Palace with this entire mage loadout, but first we're gonna test out our DPS first to see if we can actually do this. Okay, the shopkeeper doesn't work, we're too weak. We've got a half maxed out Phoenix Greatstaff, and we also got a maxed out Gray Mage set, so hopefully we can beat Samurai Palace. Okay, looks like it's not working, so we're just gonna hop straight into a Samurai Palace round, make it private, and there we go. Samurai Palace is one of my favorite dungeons because they actually added a lot of detail to these trees and to the castle thing. I like because in the other dungeons like Underworld, Winter Outpost, Pirate Island, VCafe hasn't really done that much. He hasn't put that much effort into making those dungeons besides Samurai Palace. So we're ready to do this now. If we can't beat Samurai Palace like this, I'm gonna have to go back to Underworld and try to get enough gold to max out my gear. As you can see, they do 20k damage. They do lots of damage, so I'm gonna have to be careful. I'll try using the Innervate and Phantom Flame combo. You can almost one cycle them. If we had a maxed out Phoenix Great Staff, we would be able to one shot them with the Phantom Flames and the Innervate. Maybe you can try the Firebomb. I know the Firebomb has less DPS than has less DPS than Phantom Flames, but we four shot with this. Actually, we're going back to Phantom Flames and Innervate. Also getting lots of EXP. We're already at halfway. So if we do beat this dungeon, we can get lots of EXP just by grinding it. I wish we would have dropped better mage armor, but at least we dropped like a full set of mage armor from daily. It's better than getting warrior armor. So we're just gonna gather these groups of mobs so it can save as much time as possible. There we go. Make sure you guys jump up the stairs because it's much faster jumping up the stairs than walking up normally. We do decent damage to the boss. Not the best, but we'll just have to deal with it. And these swordsmen can also, like, if you don't have enough DPS to kill these swordsmen, they can get really annoying. That's why when you're doing it in groups, I suggest you guys have like a guardian or tank so they can like tank all the damage, like they can take aggro of these swordsmen. Yeah, these guys are really annoying. Okay, the boss is one shot. I suggest circling around him so then like you won't get hit as much, but it depends on how good you are dodging. There we go, we beat them. So now we're gonna have to deal with these groups. If you're using the Phantom Flames, you should just like gather them up and then like turn around. And then they'll just keep walking in the Phantom Flames. And you guys can just turn around. And then for this mage group, stay to one side, because if you just walk straight in, they'll just all hit you and then you'll instantly die. There we go. And what I like to do in Samurai Pass is like I gather these warriors with the mages, so then you'll save lots of time. There we go. I only need to use 19 stamina points so I can get 65k HP, but I'm pretty sure you only need like 50 or 55k HP. Maybe like 60k HP. You don't need that much HP for Samurai Palace. Okay, don't make sure you don't stand too close because it can easily like destroy you with its rocks. This boss is like RNG based. Don't worry if you die. It's not your fault. You guys don't have to blame yourselves for not being able to dodge. It's just RNG. What I suggest doing is like you walk back into the green circle like that. As soon as like it disappears, like walk back to the area where the green circle was. And there we go, we got past the monkey. If we did a little bit more DPS to one-shot these groups of mobs, then we would be able to beat this dungeon pretty easily. There we go. We're gonna level up after this group, so I don't really need to heal. There we go, we leveled up. We should probably maybe I might go back to Underworld and grind Nightmare for some more loot because I need to max out this Phoenix Great Staff if I want to one cycle these mobs. I'm pretty sure we can make it to the Miyamoto Musashi in time, but we won't have enough time to kill it. After this group, we're gonna have less than a minute to kill it, so I don't think it's possible to beat it. There we go. It has 550 million HP. I don't think we'll have enough time to kill it. And there we go. We do like we do a lot of damage, but if you see smoke, don't run towards the smoke because that's where like the minions spawn, and they can do a lot of damage to you. They also have like a speed buff. As you can see, just walk away from it, or it's just gonna it's just gonna catch up to you and kill you. We got it down halfway. So if we could beat it, but if we just don't die, we can probably have enough time to kill it. So let's try to attempt Samurai Palace again and see if we can beat it. I'm also gonna try I'm gonna spend the rest of my coins on my weapon. I think I could actually max it if I sold my warrior gear. So I'm gonna sell my warrior gear first, and then I'm gonna try maxing my weapon because I have a full set of maxed out warrior gear back from Underworld, as you can see. And the weapon can sell for like around like 15 million. So if I sell all of this, I'll have a lot of gold to upgrade my weapon. And I don't really think this is gonna be useful anymore since we're not in Underworld anymore. But we upgraded it so it does 2k more damage now. Okay, it's over halfway max, so we should be able to beat this. Now let's see if we can one cycle these groups of mobs now. Okay, we do 13 million now. That's a little bit more damage than what we used to do, and we can, if we had like a little bit more damage, we could probably kill them. Anyways, we'll just do this again. There's one guy up there. And just like that, that's how you do no death. So now we should have enough time to kill the last boss since I didn't die as much as I did last round. So I should probably heal up after this. And as you saw when I was killing the boss, I had enough HP to survive at least 2 hits. Most people would like go for like 1 hit, but like I like to have enough HP to survive at least 2 hits in a dungeon. So if you really are confident in your dodging skills, then you guys can do uh, as much HP as you want. I won't really judge what you do, but in my opinion, having enough HP to survive 2 hits is more important because there's gonna be a lot of cases where you're gonna get hit a lot, and having the right amount of HP to survive at least 2 hits is gonna help you quite a lot. This is our second dungeon, and we've already filled up our EXP bar halfway, so we're gonna be leveling a lot, even if we're not even completing the dungeon. And just like that, we didn't get hit once. If you keep your distance on the second boss in Samurai, you won't like take any damage. It's gonna be like a safer way instead of just running straight in and trying to deal as much DPS as you can. That's why mage is like good in some scenarios, but sometimes like warriors are really good for like melee damage, just like in like Desert Temple and Winter Outpost. Melee damage is gonna be really helpful in those dungeons. But in like these higher dungeons, like Samurai Palace, Canals, Ghastly Harbor, having melee damage is gonna be pretty useless because you're not really gonna be needing it because it's like really low damage. It's not gonna like a few like ticks of like a million damage. It's not really gonna do anything. Should have at least 1 minute to beat the boss, like around 2 minutes actually, because after we kill this group, it's gonna be like 1 minute and like 50 something seconds left. There we go. Now we're going in. We have around 1 minute and 40 seconds to kill the boss, so I'm pretty sure that's enough time because we got it down with like less than a minute we got it down to like half HP, so we should be able to do a lot of damage here. Make sure to stay away from the smoke because those minions spawn and deal a lot of damage to you. Okay, we can definitely beat the boss. It's already below half HP, and if the minions are like really close to you, start running back. The boss is one shot, so we can win. There we go. We've gotten a honorable greatsword. It does more. It does more damage. It's like a decent weapon for warriors, but since we're mage, it's pretty useless. So I'm pretty much gonna sell it because since we're a mage, it's gonna be pretty useless for us. So I'm just gonna sell it. From that one dungeon, we just made like 2 million gold plus this weapon that we were gonna sell. So we're gonna get like 3 million gold per samurai run. If we were doing hardcore, we would probably get like almost 4 million per run, but at least we can at least know that we can beat Samurai Palace, so that's good. Anyways, I'm gonna go sell my items. I should probably unequip my weapon. At 32k now. So we're gonna keep grinding samurai, but this is gonna be my last round of samurai. So in the next episode, I will try to grind to samurai nightmare, and also try to get a better weapon so I can actually beat this much easier. We're also gonna need like some better spells like the shuriken and maybe the earth clap. In my opinion, the shuriken's better than the earth clap because it has range, and the earth clap has a lot of width, but like it doesn't have a lot of length when it comes to like spells, you know? Like the Phantom Flames has like a decent length, but like the width of it isn't that good. So like I prefer like spells that have like a lot of range, like the shuriken. There we go. We're also gonna level up this round, so we're gonna hit level 92. I might grind Samurai Palace off camera, but if you guys want me to grind on camera, then I can do that. There we go. We're level 92 now. We can level up really quickly with these dungeons since there's like double EXP event. By the time I'm recording this, EXP event is still like ongoing, so I suggest you guys take advantage of it and grind it and try. And most pro players like in like Northern Lands, you should probably grind to like level 195 or 196 so you can get prepared for like the new dungeon. For the low level people, the double EXP event is like really handy because like you can get to like high dungeons pretty quickly. So yeah, all the low level players can finally like catch up. So thanks to VCafe for that. A lot of us noobs can like level up really quickly. Anyways, we're on the first boss. My strat for this is just circle around him. Just keep circling, and then he won't be able to hit you. As you can see, if you keep circling him, you can run out of his lasers, and he won't be able to hit you. Sometimes you're gonna have to pause because if there's like too much lasers, you might accidentally like run into them and die. So like if there's like a lot of lasers, you should like stop. But like since there isn't as many lasers, you can just continuously like run around him, and just like that, you can easily beat him. I'm also gonna take this group of warriors and then do that. And then we're gonna circle around and then group these warriors with the mages so we save time. Just from a few groups of mobs, we're already like almost a quarter of the way from leveling up. I feel like grouping for most dungeons, like these dungeons, are like the best. Like grouping from like Samurai Palace, like from like Desert Temple all the way to Samurai Palace is really good. But then like in higher dungeons, grouping isn't gonna be as good because like you can easily get like killed. So like I suggest you guys like group in these low dungeons, and then when you get to the high dungeons, like just stop grouping because grouping can like if you're especially if you're doing this with teams, it can easily get you killed. Since if you group too much mobs and the person with the highest DPS like takes aggro, it can like pretty much ruin your run. So I don't suggest grouping in like these high level dungeons. Only like the low level dungeons you should group. And just like that, we beat the ancient Golem Guardian. our time would be much quicker if we had like a maxed out Phoenix Great Staff, because like we could like just like one cycle these mobs. But we don't really have the gold, as you can see, to upgrade that, since we spent like 20k, 20 million on like just one piece of armor. One piece of our armor cost around like 20 million just to max out. So we don't really get to max this weapon, but I mean, I guess it's fine. At least we got like decent mage armor we can actually use. Also, from samurai all the way to like in the difference between HP from underworld and samurai, look, as you can see, like, yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Like 16k HP just for a piece of gray armor compared to like underworld, which like barely even gives you as much HP. And by the way, this is mage armor, and it gives like 16k HP. So like, there's like a big difference when it comes to HP in some dungeons. Anyways, this time we did a little bit better. We got a no death run, as you can see. No death. We took a little bit of damage, but at least we did a no death. And we got here at 4 minutes, so we can beat samurai pretty easily, but it depends how much times we die and you know how we do it. Anyways, we're gonna get into the boss with like 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, so that's gonna be plenty of time for us to beat the dungeon. Make sure when he's like in the spinning motion, like spinning animation, you guys like start like running one direction. Like don't run forward when he's doing it, because like you can like easily die. Okay, if you see the smoke, just run away from it. Don't get close to it. And just like that, that's how you beat Samurai Palace. Anyways, I'm gonna end this episode off there. I'll grind Underworld off camera for some gold to max out my weapons. So, anyways, see you guys.